How you doing today, folks? And welcome to RedWolf EDC Live and Unleashed with our guest BakPak B and Javon, aka John Evans, aka the man with many fucking names. As always, I've not done a live stream in a while, but this will be uncensored. Put your kids to bed, or at the very least, they're going to learn some foul fucking language. Hint, hint. We're just here to have fun, talk knives, and other random bits of bullshit. So, first off, what are y'all carrying today?
You can go first, dude.
Today, I actually carried my my new Adamas with my applied weapon technology scales that I just
Snap.
Snap.
Dude, that's cool.
That's what I had in my pocket. And since I was traveling, I had my little tiny, which if y'all haven't ordered a Glow Rhino pry bar yet, that's the size of it.
Is it really called a Glow Rhino? Because that's kind of a great name.
It is because it's got that little tritium in the handle.
That's like their thing, right? They always do tritium inserts.
Yeah, in their knives. But look how tiny it is. I actually use it. It's functional, but it is a little bit no clip. So that's the only two things I had in my pocket.
What about you, Senor Brett?
I jumped between 3 different ones today, so I'm checking out the MBK Monterey Bay Knives slip joint right now, which is really cool. It's got like this mother of pearl insert. It's got a really cool spine. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's got like a cool design worked into the spine, and then a really simple blade that I dig because I'm a big fan of Monterey Bay knives. But then I got one that Kyle. I don't know. I think you might like this. It's the Stedman South Sea. It's just a big knife. They are somehow related to Max Ace. I don't know how, but they are. They're like either the parent company of them or something. But this thing is M390. It's 4-inch blade. Got a removable thumb stud as per usual. And yeah, I dig it. Oh, what it also has, it's got that kickstop technology where this thing disappears. It's the Les Williams kickstop. You know, it was in that the recent Pena knives, so that's pretty cool. And then to top it off, this guy went a little loud with it. Got the Concept Genesis with tiger stripes.
Yeah,
dude, this thing's nuts.
Very bougie and out there. I love it.
Sometimes you got to be loud, bro. Yeah, there you
loud
go.
and proud.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, man. Cool. I'm digging this. It's cool. So that's what I was doing.
What'd you carry, Kyle?
I'm carrying the Medgard's Messer full-size Viking right now.
Sweet.
Let me go
that's
ahead
really
and
cool.
remove the background for a second so you can actually see the shit.
There you go. Now, is that a production knife or is that a...
This is actually a one-off. So it was a production, but this one's actually hand ground by Dirk Hofstetter. And it's a one of one. So
wow, look at the skulls. I didn't know what that pattern was until you showed it on the back. It's frag too?
Yep.
That's very, very cool. Huge. Very How big is that blade? How much does that weigh?
It's like almost a pound, and it's like 4.5 inches, I believe.
And if you can't deploy it, just chuck it at them, right?
Pretty much. It fucking hurt for sure. This has dropped on my foot more than once, and I definitely felt it. I was like, "Ah!"
You actually introduced me to that maker. I'd never seen them before, and then I think you got in line for some weird folding custom he makes. That what's that one called? That looks like a sword that has the weird.
Valhalla.
Yeah, dude, that thing's crazy.
Yeah, he sent me one for free, and the U.S. Postal Service fucking lost it, so I'm still not over that.
Yeah, dude, USPS.
I was fucking pissed. That one hurt my soul.
Yeah, I see why, man.
What's up, Dog Gravity, Forrest, Sobex, Scotty?
Well, Troy Hartman, I appreciate the subscription, sir. And yeah, these live streams get interesting, so you might unsub pretty fast. So how goes your whole collection diver thing, Brett? Brent, I've been actually watching that a little bit. It seems a little kind of crazy.
Yeah, man.
How much work goes into that, man?
A lot, man. Like, what's funny is it's kind of less than the work that I used to put into like those behind the edge episodes I do because it's less animation, but you have to like travel to a place. So I've been like the past two. I'm editing number 3 right now, but the past two, I had to drive like an hour and a half there and back, film something for like 3 hours. Lefty's been joining me, so that's been cool because he brings like another angle to it, and his perspective is different than mine because me and him have very different tastes, but we love each other, so it's good. And it's been fun, dude. Just meeting. I mean, I met people at this meetup in PA that Lefty put together, and that's who's been on it. Other than the first one was my best friend, but the other two were people I met at a meetup, and it's just been awesome, man. Like meeting knife people. When you hang out with knife people, it's so. I've never really gotten that experience before, because like really the knife world is still. I mean, the knife community is still relatively new to me, like 2 years, and it's time flies because like sharing a passion. I mean, you guys know if you've hung out with knife people, it like just disappears. I've never had time disappear so fast because you're just obsessing together, and it's a lot of fun, dude. I can't wait to see what it turns into because like a lot of people seem to dig it. So I'm gonna keep on trying to make it. You know.
Well, those dive videos are fantastic. I was amazed
Thanks,
when I saw some of Kev's Instagram post of how much work y'all do with the still shots that I'm sure you edit in with your craft. But I mean, taking pictures of all the knives. People like me don't think of all the work that goes into putting out a video that's somebody that's a layman just enjoys, right? I mean, there's a lot more than just videoing somebody's collection and talking to them about it.
Right. Yeah. Like I go in with a plan. Like I do B-roll before we even like, you know, backup shots before we even get into like any of the actual talking to each other. And then I just try to keep it really casual, you know? So it's been fun though. I enjoy making it. And I think that's probably the most important thing because if I didn't like it, I would not put the time into it, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, they come across great. I've enjoyed them.
Thanks, man. I'm glad that people like them.
Yeah, so you're kind of the reason why I almost quit YouTube quite a few times. So I was like, man, I'm gonna be that guy that actually has these really high edited, high quality videos. And I tried to be that, right? I really fucking tried. And I spent like 5 hours on one video, and I was like, hey, how long did you spend on your video? I was like, oh, that was about 3.5. And it was like 30 times better than mine. I was like, I quit. I give up.
I don't know what video was 3 hours. Yeah. Dude, I mean,
no,
I hope you never quit, man,
you were telling me it was like one of your like most basic edits ever. Like, you know,
I'm
gonna do this real fast. And then later on, you're telling me, oh, yeah, to do the really high quality ones, you would spend like weeks. And I was like, I'm not doing that shit. That's too much fucking work.
Yeah, dude, it takes forever. It's like a constant.
I'm like, no way.
It makes it more difficult because obviously it's like a hobby. It's not my, you know, I have like a really busy job right now, so I have to like. Whoops! I just minimize this. I have to like balance everything. Hold on 1 second. See me? My back. I'm gonna hop out.
Brett is trying to do blackface right now. Oh, now he's gone. Shit.
His voice was clear. Yeah, I was gonna ask Brent a little bit more about his background because I know he has a background in, you know, I think he's got 2 or 3 Emmys for production. Damn. So he's got, yeah. So I want to ask him about that because I know he's not, you know, this isn't his first foray into video production or camera production. I think he's got a huge set of skills that have been recognized.
That was saying I'm good with tech. I just like completely swiped the wrong thing by accident. I like exited out of the one thing I need to keep on the screen. Sorry, guys.
Hey, Brent, while you popped out, I was trying to remember your current job background. You do production work and in your life, right?
Yeah. I'm a professional motionographer, so I do motion graphics for sports.
Gotcha.
Like full packages for TV and stuff. It's just it's like a niche design job that lines up really well with like what I like. So it's another thing I like. But if I could, I would do knife content all the time still.
Well, when you get to that point, you will. But I was just when you popped out, I was telling Kyle, I think you've got a couple of Emmys under your belt too, right? From your effort.
I do. Yeah, from like my team's effort. I wouldn't say it was all me, but like we've got 2 for design. Yeah, for MLB Tonight and MLB and NHL Tonight. We do hockey too. So
you got a fucking Emmy, dude? What the hell?
Technically, I have 3 actually. There's one other one too.
But technically, I have 3. Get it straight, you gingerbread.
I have 2 physical. I have 2 physical ones. I didn't get the physical one for the third one because it was like a really big team. But the two ones I have were more of like a smaller team.
God
That's
damn.
just awesome.
Okay.
So don't lose faith, Kyle. That was my
That's
point.
fucking impressive. Like,
Yeah. I hope you don't lose faith because everybody brings to the table different things. Like that's my thing. You bring a different set of skills that people come to you for, dude. And like, so it's just about playing up on your skills, you know? So I can't talk at all.
I was totally joking, man. No, for a while
Good.
there, I was like working on videos that had like, you know, I was trying to do like really high production values. And then I just gave up on that one side because I was like, I am not going to compare to this. Like, that's when I was like, BakPak B is the shit. Go sub to that channel.
You
I'm
do ride really hard for
right
BakPak
now.
DJ.
When he blows it back, I'll be like, yeah, I told you to sub, motherfucker.
It's true. Yep.
So, do any of you guys like axes?
Well, let's see it, dude. I saw the picture of it.
I mean, it's right here. I got it right here. I just, I was just curious.
I definitely like it.
I'm fucking in love with this thing, dude. Like, I talked to everybody about it. My friends are getting irritated already. They're, bro, we get it. Like,
so what is that exactly?
It is a Tor Knives camp axe.
Tor Knives, right? Yeah. Tor Knives.
And I also, this coating's fucking crazy, right? Because I was using this shit last night. I mean, I just got it, but I was still like hammering it through shit. And like it had all these like streak marks across it. I was like, oh, camera died.
we're killing cameras left and right here. There you go.
It's literally just a webcam, and it's like precariously janked on this thing.
Cut it down with an axe you were just swinging.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be perfect.
Anyways, I was actually using this thing, right, and it had like a whole bunch of these like ugly ass streak marks on. I was like, oh, well, that coating sucks. And I washed it off, and it all came off. I was like, oh fuck, never mind.
That's so great when you see a mark on a coating and you think you like made it like messed it up, and then all of a sudden it washes off. And you're like, oh, it's a good coating, sweet.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, like most powder coatings aren't for the most part like that. Like a DLC is really fucking hard. Like a DLC is like a 75 Rockwell, because you know it's a diamond light coating. Like most like regular ass powder coatings or is it creosote or Cerakote? I could never say a fucking word.
Cerakote, I think.
Cerakote. Okay, I was wrong both ways. Like those things are basically just paint. I mean, like they'll last a decent amount of time, but like it's if you start scraping on shit, it'll come off fast.
Well, I'm impressed by the most of the hatchets and axes that my buddy A to Z's gotten into. They're a lot more substantial, and I love the thinness, and that's probably the wrong word, but the narrowness of the blade. I mean, it still looks like it has plenty of hammer to whack on the backside, and I'm using the wrong terms, but it looks like a pretty thin, carryable hatchet axe.
I mean, it's not that thin, but it feels really good in hand.
I was talking
maybe about this crazy ass fucking balance to it. Like,
yeah, it's actually smaller than I thought it was when I see it in hand. Like when I saw it in the picture, it looked bigger to me, but that's a great size. Like,
yeah, it's definitely a camp axe. I mean, there's a fucking full on axe back there. That's way bigger. Actually, I'm gonna go show size comparison.
Do it. That thing's serious, bro.
So that's an actual axe.
Okay.
And there's this thing. So
what is that thing, dude?
What? This thing?
What is that?
Knock on that. Holy smokes.
Just somebody breaks in. It's also very good aesthetically.
Yeah, dude. I dig it.
It's also sharp as fuck. I learned that the hard way.
What
brand is it? Like normally, like an axe has like a convex edge, just like almost like a working edge.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is stupid sharp.
Yeah.
That's not just a convex edge. That'll cut through pretty much anything.
I got a Holtzbrook this past year. I got really into I was going on one trip up to my parents' lake house, and I was like, I got to get all this camping supplies. I ended up not using any of them, but one of the axes I got was sick. It was a Holtzbrook. Have you heard of that? It's like a Swedish brand.
I have.
Holtzbrook?
Yeah. Yeah.
BRUK, and the first name is spelled HULTZ or something.
Yeah. They're pretty good. I think they're Swedish. Like it was like a Swedish Felding axe or something. That's cool. But it did its job.
Yeah, I was seeing it. My buddy was in the chat. So, I mean, he's recently gotten into axes and hatchets, and I can't pronounce the first name, but the last name's the same, Bruck, which I don't know what that means in Austrian, but it's also an Austrian company. Grand 4, and there's a little umlaut type thing over the A. But
You're right. I think I know what you're talking about.
Those are really cool looking axes, and the blades are, I mean, impressive.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's the Holtz.
Right.
It's pretty beastly. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I love the sheath, though. That sheath is super cool.
Yeah. It came with a really like high quality leather sheath. It's sweet.
When you get a chance, Kyle, after this, I was going to give you another name to see if we can look at it of an axe.
All right.
But I'll have to spell it for you because it'll probably auto-populate, but it's GRAND. No, excuse me, GRANSFORS. Bruck, BRUK. And those are a line. That's a manufacturer or hand maker.
All right. Going back to the Twilight Zone.
Is it not pulling it up?
Wee.
I just have no idea where he got on it. Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah, dude, that's the other like really good axe company. That's exactly what I thought you were talking about. Those I think are a little bit more expensive than the Holtzbrook are like a more affordable version of these, basically.
I have no idea on the price. I just when I held it, the sheath and I mean everything just seems so well made.
Yeah, that was like the one I was gonna get, and then I was like, I can't really talk myself into getting a $200 axe. I'll get $100.
No, that's way over my. Well, yeah,
this is $400 though.
You rascal.
Well, you appreciate the finer things, Kyle.
I actually have no idea how much this cost. I forgot, but it was definitely over $400.
I mean, look at
Do you know
detail.
like who makes that one?
I mean, I can look it up, but I forgot.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Like a year. There's been plenty of things in my body since then. It sounded bad. Let's just be clear. There's been plenty of alcohol and drugs in my body since then, so I've forgotten.
Memory's a little faded.
Yeah, that sounded bad. Not those things.
not foreign objects that have.
There you
Gerbils.
Gerbils.
Hey, so what do you guys think about the 2022 knife releases?
You know, a few glimmers of things that are exciting, and I wonder how much we've seen of it. Some things that I feel are blatant ripoffs, some things that I feel just different ways about, but nothing really just grabbed me. The one thing that interests me, but the tax and the cost and the construction, to be honest with you, doesn't, is just the bench made with the finger hole in it, just to see how much like a bug out clone that is. But I'm not interested in buying it, but it did get my attention. And I thought that the new cold steel, they've got a super big one, but then they've got 3 sizes and it uses a lock. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Their new lock.
Yeah. It's like kind of like the shark lock, but it's not.
I think that's the one that kind of made me mad because it looks, I don't know, I'm sure the locking mechanism inside's totally different, but it seemed to me like it was the shark lock in a different spot.
Right. They just like moved the position basically. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I actually made a comment about that on their Instagram post. People were like, well, this lock has been designed prior to the shark lock. I'm like, dude, you guys made this because of the popularity of the shark lock. Yeah. So let's be completely honest. It doesn't matter, what came first, chicken or the egg. Back to the matter is, you smell a motherfucker burn in the kitchen and you want a piece. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And to that they had no
speaking
comment.
of that lock,
like, okay.
I bet that. So this guy Snex is the one that everybody says made it before, but he has a knife coming out with it's the same guy that I don't have it out here. that did the what's that one?
Mini Buster.
Mini Buster, but the one that's coming out is sick, dude. I'm like really pumped for that one. That's probably one of the more exciting knives for me. I like the Artisan lineup looks good to me, like the new Dylan Mallory knife, the new
I love that.
yeah, new Cerberus
Bolster
knife.
lock,
The guy who
smaller.
designed the Arion, he also is doing another one. What else? I mean, I'm a Concept fanboy, so like I like some of the new models that they have some collabs coming out that look good. And that's really it. And then I'm just excited for like, you know, the boutique knives, like Nimble 3.5, the EMP is it the Nimble 3.5? Yeah. I'm excited for that. I don't even have a Nimble yet. Yeah, the XL, the 3.5.
That's
so
the one that that's my must-have. Try not to buy anything until February, so I'm just primed and ready for it.
Yeah, dude. No, I agree. I think that it looks like it's going to be perfect.
And I want whether they're calling it a sharp's foot or the sheep's foot, I want that style with that longer fuller.
That fuller's sick, dude. I'm like obsessed. I can't wait for that. That's probably one of my most excited knives also. I don't even have the original Nimble yet. I just got it on the pre-order of that. Then there's that other knife, Brass Brigade is putting out. You know what I'm talking about?
What's it called?
What's that called?
Dude,
I think you would love it, Kyle. You would love it. It's like right up your alley. It's got some frag. It's big. It's like I think you would like it.
A nasty warning.
Yeah, it's got a nasty warning on it.
What is that called? God, that's going to drive me crazy.
Yeah,
it's Cole's favorite knife. That Tri-State EDC, he just rants and raves about it because he had it for a while. He had the proto. You texting him?
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up.
I'm trying to Google Brass Brigade knife, and I'm getting video game pictures. So I'm pretty sure.
If you look on Instagram, which I'll pull up on Brass Brigade. Okay.
Oh, do you mean the it's like called like the gripper?
The gripper, it's called. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Can you see that? It's an old-fashioned way of doing this, but yeah, I'm pumped for this.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool, dude. It's got like a really nice warning on it with a great fuller. Yeah. Showing a video through here.
Your table, Brent? Did it come around when it
That's a terrible way of showing it, but no, it didn't come through my table yet. I could just tell, like aesthetically, like I love that design, like strong design. Obviously speaks to me, so that is a cool design, and I like angles. I'm learning that. Like I'm still kind of figuring out like what I like because it's like at this point there's a huge variety of what I like, but I'm noticing obviously thumb studs are my thing and. Also, angles and design, like strong angles and warnies are something I'm always drawn to. So, yeah. So I think I thought I kind of started that question by saying there wasn't that much to be excited for, but there is a lot. There is a lot. The other one is that if they put out more, it's the Null knives, the Raiden. You know what I'm talking about?
Jesus Christ, Lefty.
No, I'm gonna have to pull that up. Null knives, like Null.
NULL Raiden. They just did a pre-order. It's made by Rayot. It's I know I say it with Rayot weird. And
Rayot.
Yeah.
There we go. Our boy left EDC. This fucking loud ass intro music that just scared the fuck out of me.
That is a little bit older. That's the prototype. They made some updates. Like there's a big fuller now. That's what they've added, I believe. Okay. But the angles are there. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Null Raiden?
No. I tried to pull it, and I'm using my work computer because I just got off work and it's blocked because it's got knives in the title.
Of course, yeah. That's why I bring my iPad that has its own cell phone service to work. So
I'm the social media manager, so I had to get access to all these sites. I mean, I have to audit people's websites all the time. So really, I need a full pass.
Look at that shit. That's fucking nice, dude.
Yeah. So they had a pre-order that went in 3 minutes, dude. Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
But they're talking about doing another run, is what I hear from.
Yeah, if I would have known that existed, I would have bought that. So that's
they did a pre-order, then apparently it's coming back, and then there's another one. Knife Nuts has their own version that either is still dropping or just dropped. I mean, what's the date right now? I think maybe it's the 12th they're going to drop it. So I'd look into that if you're trying to get one because Their colorway is pretty cool. It's clean.
All right, 1 second. Talica for Life 81. Probably saying that wrong. Appreciate the super chat. And the next M24 is a badass fucking knife. I got my custom one in frag scale in the other room. Because I'm obsessed with fucking frag.
I'm just getting into it, dude. It's cool. That's why.
As long as it's done right, man. If it's not done right, there's hot spots fucking everywhere. It has to be has to be rounded out and chamfered perfectly. That's one of those things that, like, if there's even like a light QC issue, bad knife immediately.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, there's a lot of things that could go wrong there, but when it's done right, it's awesome.
Are you telling me Blade HQ is doing a live stream as I'm doing a live stream? That sucks. Bad timing.
Do they do live streams? I don't even watch their stuff anymore.
They do their little short Wow Wednesday, isn't it? Week something on Wednesday.
Wow Wednesday a week, yeah. Okay.
I could have sworn that was earlier though. That's normally like in the early afternoon. So maybe I don't fucking know. It's like it's 5 o'clock here. It's like 8 o'clock where you guys are at. So
right.
Time is relative.
Time is relative. You old fuck.
Oh,
captures just the movement of his hands.
What is time actually?
Hey, go to prison. You'll know what the fuck time is. I'm like, oh my God.
I bet.
Slowest time
Touché.
ever. Hey, I mentioned Blade HQ and I just lost fucking 9 viewers. They're like, oh, fuck you, Irish. We gone.
See you later.
Celestial laps around the sun. Do any of you have the ADV harpoon? What is that?
I have a couple cleavers from Andre de Villiers, a Pathfinder at some point, and a Alpha that's buried somewhere. I don't fucking know.
Under a pile of knives somewhere?
I know we speak on Instagram, fucker. I know who you are. Doesn't mean I can't say your fucking name right. Like, I talk to almost all of you. Every girl I ever talk to is like, who you fucking? You get so many messages a fucking day, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm blown up. Like right now, my phone is on mute and I have 58 messages. And I've been on this thing for 27 minutes. All day, every day. It's blown up by people.
I just keep my notifications off. I love you, honey. Sorry. My wife is a sweetheart.
Yeah, see, if I did that, though, I wouldn't respond to people because it would just get like so fucking high that I would be like, I'm not doing this. Clearly, fuck all of you.
Yeah, I just go and like check. I used to leave it all on, but then I like never got anything done. So then I mean, I don't get as many as you do, but like I'll just go and check them all at once, and then it's cool. I have a question.
So, how many times a day are you doing tech support, Kyle, helping people out? They're asking questions about stuff.
They're asking questions about knives and purchases and stuff like that. Tech support, I'm a fucking idiot. Like I've been learning this stuff little by little. I'm okay now,
short, dude. Yeah.
But like, no, dude. When I first started doing the YouTube thing, like I didn't even know how to make a clip. I just did like one long ass thing, and I would like set the camera down and like go do some random ass shit. I did not know how to even edit the clip together.
Yeah.
My very first video, I was recording like this, so it wasn't even landscape mode. Like,
what phone is that, dude? That phone is enormous.
This is a Galaxy Note 20 Pro Max or some shit. I don't fucking know the long ass name. It is the biggest phone I could find because it actually fits my fat hands and it has a decent sized keyboard now.
That's cool. Yeah, you have a
giant phone.
Berg Blades Golem, right?
Yes.
How do you like it?
Mine is heavily modified, so I can't really attest to how it is from the actual factory, but I fucking like it a lot. It's cool.
Yeah. I just got into Berg Blades this year, like heavily.
What up, Jason Brown?
Jason, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you tonight. Oh.
Hey, Tally. So what do you mean it grabbed the last beer? Is there a creature in your house or are you the creature, sir? The goddamn demon grabbed the last beer.
Give it back.
So as far as the new knives of 2022, the stovepipe from Spyderco, if it was bigger,
I was waiting for that.
I'd be into that. It's too fucking small as it is. It's $400 for like a 3-inch blade. I'm cool.
First of all,
but
it's
there is one that's like, say again.
First of all, it's $420.
Okay,
I'm just kidding. It was like
that,
it was a weed joke.
But there is one. It's a Actidon Verba A200 that it looks small, but it has like an LMAX Damascus core and some other shit that I'm like kind of juiced on. Like, I'm probably gonna buy that. I'm not normally into these like decorative ass knives, but I don't know why. I fucking love that knife.
What is it called again?
Actidon Verba. It is
Okay.
here, I'll put it up.
Yeah, pull it up. I've seen the brand a lot, and they have some interesting pieces. I've never pulled the trigger though. So I'm interested to see what you think about it.
So they just have like regular ass ones, but I'm trying to find like the actual decorative ass one that they did. I really only saw it on like Blade HQ's live stream or their fuck, what that shit called? Their SHOT Show coverage. God, I fail.
Yeah.
Is Texas Knife Show going on now? I've been seeing posts and I can never figure out when that is.
There is a Blade show in Texas coming up, so people are talking about that a lot.
Gotcha. Is that a Hellraiser?
No, it's that Berg Blades Barber.
Oh,
similar to the Hellraiser and like the blade.
Nicer.
I love this thing. I mean, I've been on a Berg Blades kick a little bit. I also got like a full size slim, not a full size, like a normal size slim with a little bit customizations going on there. With like did some work on the handle, and then the mini.
I love the way the Barber looks. It's just too fucking small.
Yeah, it's smaller than you think, and actually the ratio of handle to blade isn't the best, but I still dig it. Like, it's not the biggest knife. If they made the blade a little bit bigger, it'd be better, I think. But see, like that's a big handle.
The tip on it.
Yeah, the clip is cool.
Oh, the tip. I like the tip.
Oh, the tip. Yeah, it's different. It's definitely a statement piece. That's why I like it so much. Like, it doesn't really look like that many other blades other than the Hellraiser. But yeah, I see
it. Look like that when you look at it closely.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like the curve in the blade kind of makes it feel a little bit similar.
Mm-hmm.
But,
just sexy knife.
It's taking a while.
It's got like a you could see a little like anodized pivot collar that I like. So little hints of purple around here, which is cool. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Berg. I'm trying to get a Golem soon. I'm not on the market right now for it, but eventually.
Good luck with that shit.
I know, dude. It's tough. I missed one on like there's only unless obviously it's a secondary purchase, but I missed one by like a day. So that's the closest I've been so far, a day. Got to cut it down to a few hours, maybe. See if I can get lucky.
I don't know if anybody's been hunting a TRM Neutron too, but they did a surprise drop today, and there's still some on the site. I saw that on Instagram. Yeah.
I want some of those titanium scales, dude.
Oh God, dude, they're nice, but they're gorgeous.
I actually got to handle them in a Collection Divers episode, and I really like them. They add some weight. It's really cool. Oh, dude.
I bet it makes them nice feel.
Yeah, so I'm not normally a huge fan of Damascus, but I love the way this shit looks. I like the actual contrast of the red and everything else.
Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous.
It also has a LMAX core. So a lot of Damascus has honestly pretty shitty edge retention because it just mixes with so many different things. You never really know what you're going to get. But that has like a properly treated LMAX core to it. So you get all like the edge retention of LMAX with all the properties of it. With also having that, what I think is a pretty badass pattern.
Yeah.
So like so far, this is just the one that I've been excited for. But like everything else, I'm like, this kind of sucks.
I love the pattern.
There are a few fixed blades I'm kind of interested in. I know Tor's gonna be dropping some shit pretty soon. Not gonna tell you what it is. That's gonna be pretty cool. And yeah, there's stuff coming up still, but for the most part, just nothing too exciting.
How would you describe your taste in knives, Kyle? Like, I have a hard time nailing your taste down. It's like almost. It's great. It's just different than most people's taste. Like, what is that called? It's Kyle's taste, right? you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I don't really have a set style, dude.
Yeah.
Just like I have a whole bunch of pagan shit back there, and there's a fucking random ass weird cat statue as well. Like I don't really have a style, bro. I'm just fucking random. I like to laugh, I like to have a good time. So
I
I fuck
meant like
around
style
with
and design of knives though. Like would you give your, are you all over
something
the
like
place?
classic like that, or then
Yeah,
fuck
see,
around
there's a
with an
big
axe,
difference.
or
Yeah.
carrying this a little bit ago. Like,
Dude, I mean, I know you live far away, but we got to get you on Collection Divers. So, like one day, we got to make it happen because you have a really interesting collection.
I mean, it's going to be a minute. I'm like all the way in California, dude.
I know, dude.
You also got to brave Stockton, so.
Hey, I'll brave Stockton for you, bro.
All right, dog.
Definitely.
Oh, we got a question for Mr. Brent.
I have, dude. I'm working on number 3, and it's awesome. I've actually did number 4 too. I dove Casey's collection in a digital dive, so there's 2 more that I'm editing right now, and I have like 5 lined up. So it's been going good, and I'm trying to stay on top of it while I work. But so I think I'll have one done by the end of the week. So you're the creature. He was looking for that beer that got lost.
I mean, I definitely do that too. I'll like eat the last something or drink the last something. Like, who the fuck took this? And that's just me in the house. So like, obviously, it's me. Like, I just don't want to admit it.
Yeah. Facts, dude. I do that all the time.
Is that the wingman?
What is that?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, that's clean. Looks way too small for my fucking fat hands, but that's clean.
I mean, I got fat hands, and it's too small. It's a little too small for me, but it's still comfortable. Like, I don't even know what like the sizes, but this is the titanium one. I had the one that was an L Max with like a lava flow G10. Fell in love with it, and now they're going to come out with a bigger version. They teased it, so there's going to be like an XL version of this, which is cool. Tom Mayo, the designer, I really like. Very comfortable in hands. Comes with a cool like little rocket pivot like tool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think it. I bought it off Lefty this weekend in the collection dive.
I was wondering if you got a different one or if that's how I came across Velocity 3 was from Brandon Thrasher.
Yeah. Yeah. And Joe.
Okay, I'm about to copyright strike my own channel right now, but I want everybody to see the shit. Fuck you, monetize anyways. They got the fucking big donut warrior. I'm buying this shit, man.
Do it now.
I don't give a fuck about the small one, to be honest with you guys, but like the big one, if they got like the Galactic XL donut warrior, like I'm buying that.
And they have the donuts to match. It's so funny. That is.
You got to be honest. A lot of these fucking live streams are super fucking cringy. I don't know, man. A lot of the Blade HQ stuff nowadays has just gotten very kind of almost like hipstery. But like, that's a cool fucking knife. I don't know. I'm a glorified man child, so I want the giant donut. Give me it.
Only reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to go wrong with that.
Yeah. Go for it. My bad.
Is nobody gonna say anything? You guys are both talking.
Okay, I'll go. I was letting him go, but my bad, dude. But what I was saying is like I watch Blade HQ stuff. I'm always like lately, they're trying to sell a product, so like it's hard to take some of their things as like factual and not think that there's something else behind it to sell a product. You know what I mean? So you have to be careful when you watch Blade HQ.
Dude, that is exactly why I don't watch them very much. Same thing with Knife Center.
Yeah.
Like, and the problem is they've started giving like reviews. Like, okay, so you are a company that have a profit-driven economy and you want to give reviews. Like, that's the most biased shit ever, because if you give it a bad review, nobody's gonna buy it and you're literally losing fucking money.
It's conflict of interest,
like,
and anybody can be able
with that shit.
Yeah. Even Knife Facts on Knife Center, you feel like you're being, and again, I will watch it to see what's come in, which I can do on the website if I'm bored, but I don't find it as content like you guys put out. I mean, that's what I engage with is,
me too.
Things that, whether it's me yelling at Lefty that you drop that fucking bearing, you're never going to get that Knife Center, or, it's watching Kira on Kyle's videos, having to walk by in the background. Something draws me to you guys, and that's kind of where I spend my time. way too much time, and it's starting to leave a mark.
Totally, I totally get that. I've been watching so much knife content lately. There's just I'm just like, having people's real opinions, and it's hard to see through like the business side of things with like a company run YouTube channel. Yeah.
And I've gotten a lot more wise to that. Even channels that are channels that I follow a lot, that you can tell their interests or their perspectives have maybe been enhanced a little bit by the relationships that they're fostering.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why I value channels that like keep it so real. It's good.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Most companies hate my ass.
But you tell it like it is.
That's why we love you, bro. That's why we love you.
Absolutely.
I will say though, so far me and Tor are doing pretty good because everything I've had from them so far is fucking badass.
They seem to really listen to their customer base too. Like I've seen a lot of changes from iteration of their folding blades, the first ones they came out with, to the second ones. Casey had a version of each and showed me, had Knives Fast. And like just so many things are listened to. Better clips. They made it way thinner. So now I'm actually going to check one out because they look way more compelling,
No, so I bought a Karasumba. It's fucking weird how you say that name. But one of their knives, right? And it says like their lead time is between like 10 to 18 days. I was like, what the fuck? That's ridiculous. So I messaged them. And they literally explained to me, like, why that is. Like, they've had QC issues or whatever, and they refuse to let anything out without being checked 2 or 3 times because they heard people's feedback and they're just not going to let it fucking happen again. So anything that leaves the actual warehouse is like double and triple checked, which I fucking respect because personally, I haven't had an issue yet besides with the Cryptia with that sharp ass fucking point I had to sand off. But like, with almost everything else, like I've had some knife that had some type of QC issue. So, and like, you got to think about it too. When you're dealing with a company that's large and they're sending out, hundreds or even thousands of products a day, and they have back orders and all these QC procedures they do, these things take time. So it'd be easier to just like knock things out and make more money. And most companies honestly do that. So for them to actually take the time to put their lead time out 10 to 18 days, just to be able to make sure shit's done right. Like I respect the fuck out of that. I mean, I want my knife faster. Sure. I mean, Tor lives, or the Tor's 3.5 hours away from my ass. So like when it's in the mail, I get it the next day. So like hurry the fuck up. But at the same time, like I respect that. Like that's hella cool.
Yeah. It's a small team, right? I was talking to my buddy. He said like, it's like just a couple guys. Right?
Yeah. All the Instagram videos I've seen of the shop makes it look like it's very, very grassrootsy.
Yeah.
I'm sure Kyle knows better than us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not like associated with them or anything like that. I just talked to some of the people and have made some couple connections, but I don't work for Tor, to be very clear.
No, I wasn't suggesting that. I just thought you might know that if you've talked to a couple of the same people, that it might be a group of, 8, 9, 10 guys, or if it's 110.
I mean, it's not a big company. Everything is very much taken little by little to make sure everything's done right, which I also respect. One second, though. So Hollywood Tactical wants to know, hey, did you already address the controversy surrounding? Personally, I could give a fuck. We're just wondering. If anybody has a question, by all means, hit me up. I don't fucking care. I don't hide shit. I don't play these games at all. So if you want to message me direct, feel free. If you want to talk to me on the stream, feel free. I don't care. Like, have at it. Doesn't bother me.
It's a clear answer.
Anyway, next.
Very, very clear, sir.
Yes, someone was like, "Oh, you're gonna leave now because of the controversy." Like, fuck no. What the fuck? It's actually the reason why I stayed, because I was pretty close to just like taking off for a little bit now, and then that shit happened, and I was like, "You motherfuckers are not gonna slicey dicey my ass. Like, I'm gonna come back just to say fuck you." Like,
I don't even think it's a controversy, dude. Like, I just don't.
I didn't either.
I don't understand when people judge people based on their past. Everybody has a past, and I believe that people change. So. Yeah,
and this past is like
I'm one of those
16 years ago. So
yeah, I'm one of those too, dude. I have a crazy drug addict past, and like I've changed. So I think it's hypocritical to judge people on the past. Yeah.
What's up, Joseph Blair? I'm doing all right. How about you,
Joe?
Brent?
Is that Joe? I think that's Joe. Yeah, Joe. Joe is the Joe that I collection dive. The Joe is on the next collection dive.
Joe,
Like, he has a different icon than he does on Instagram. I used to his Instagram icon. Joe, is that you? Say it to you, Joe.
If he says yes and it's not that Joe, he's also not lying. So.
Yeah, what's up, Joe? Guys, this is Joe. Joe is the Joe. It's Joe Blair. Yeah, so I collection dived him. It was awesome. Thank you so much, Joe, for having me over. It was so much fun, man. And his collection is epic. So I'm hoping to get it out by the end of the week. We'll see.
Okay. What about you, Javon? How you doing? What's happening, boy?
Man, I have been working. I have been running like crazy, and I have been buying knives that I don't need and waiting for those that I do. It's a vicious circle. My life is so simple but complex at the same time, but it just revolves around those three things: work, live streams, and browsing knives that inevitably I never go to buy them. And usually I don't remember buying them until I get the confirmation email the next morning, because it seems like I pull the trigger right before the Ambien puts me to sleep when I'm in twilight.
Living the dream.
Yeah, I've already spent $600 today, so I can't really say that. The addiction is fucking real.
And what shifted a little bit for me that I've enjoyed is I've started buying more scale sets, hardware sets, and doing stuff to knives that I've already got, which awesome. Before I didn't have the comfort. I mean, I could take knives apart, I could break them down, but really getting into the nitty gritty, I've enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What have you done lately?
There's a reason why on my channel you'll never see a disassembly video. Like, y'all make fun of Lefty. I can take them apart just fine. Putting them back together, like, I always fuck something up, or I lose a goddamn screw, or I just have to take like an hour off to just fucking vent because I'm fucking raging and punching shit. Like,
dude, that's like baller content. You gotta film that. What are you talking about? You should put that on the internet. No,
I don't know about that one.
You should. I'd watch it.
Watch Kyle take 3 hours to disassemble a fucking Benchmade 940.
And that's so painful, but it's engaging because to have so much I've literally screamed at my Apple TV before. All you've got to do is move that scale and your problem's solved. No, don't put it back together yet.
You put that in backwards. Like, you got to stop.
Exactly. Stop the madness.
Yeah, this exact knife, like, literally, it has like a fucking like a D-shaped screw or whatever.
Yeah.
That I could not get in the fucking hole forever. I was just getting angry. I literally took a hammer to it. Like, I sent it off to Benchmade and then they fixed it for me. But like, I was going off on this fucking thing.
Yeah, I end up having to send some knives in.
Have y'all seen the Etsy Benchmade pivot tool?
No, what is that?
Interesting.
It's D-shaped.
It's like a giant Q-tip.
No, see that D-shape right there?
Interesting.
So what you do is when you're working on your Benchmade, and the other side's for minis, and they make a separate one for the Crooked River because I guess its pivot size is different. But you can get it in stainless or aluminum, like $25. But what it allows you to do is take that pivot, line it up, push it out, and then leave this in your Benchmade. You pull back on your axis lock a little bit, so you're never moving the washers. The blade never comes out. You can do a full scale swap. And then when you put the pivot back in, since you've got this already lined in with the D-shaped slot, you just line your pivot up with the flat D right there. And then you push the whole thing back through. And I've had no problems with it.
Yeah,
I'm so fucking dumb. I'm like squinting so hard to see this. Like, oh yeah, I gotta put you on full screen.
Yeah, dude. I get it. I always forget about the different views.
But I mean, it's a great little. When I bought it, I was like, how often am I going to take apart Benchmades? But since I've done a lot of scale swaps and replaced my first set of axis springs, see the little.
How was that? I've never done that to axis springs. Is that
simple? Yeah. Asher sends their knives out with extra sets if you get one of the Nomad, and they're actually.
I'm trying. I missed that drop the other week. last week.
You know, he'll put more up this week.
Yeah,
'Cause
30
he
more
just-
coming or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying. I got to check that email more often, dude. I'm bad at it.
There's the Hatchet Man A to Z EDC. How's it going, Jeff?
Yo.
Show your tour again if you've got it close, Kyle.
At some point in time, my face is gonna explode. I have to fucking sneeze so bad, just hanging
I was
out
like-
right here and not going anywhere. I'm like, fuck. This shit fucking hurts.
Yeah, dude, that's sick.
Torn knives,
That's
camp backs,
How's the quality? That leather looks good. It's nice.
really good quality. It's fucking thick.
Dude,
Yeah, I just love that head shape.
imagine having 2 of those and just go. Do a ham with that. This is content. Oh yeah. Gotta get like, dude, you gotta do a chopping water bottle vid slow-mo with you and that axe. That'd be
How
awesome.
the fuck do I do slow-mo?
You got that phone. That phone probably, I'm telling you, like Samsung phones are sick. You could probably do like 940 frames per second on that phone.
Okay.
Do
I'll have to
it.
ask you for you to teach me because I don't fucking know.
Hey man, I'm always here.
What are you flipping there?
This is the
Dude,
Tau.
I fucking have done that
My
before.
pal is
Broker
sitting
strike
in
autos are a pain in the ass.
Los Angeles.
You lost it in Los Angeles? I
No,
don't
it's
know
just
what you
sitting there waiting to clear whatever.
Oh, dude, it's great knife. I'm gonna probably either get a Spidey hole put in. I put a, it's a perfect knife to put a removable thumb set on. I know people hate that, but I'm gonna always do that. I'm never gonna stop. But it is such a smooth knife. Like, I just tightened the pivot before. Ow! Oh, then I just cut myself. Cool. Sweet. It's great though, dude. Different. The fit and finish is awesome. I love this deep carry clip. There's a really good milling detail, and the texturing on the, it's like got an orange peel texture to it. That's great. M390, right? Yeah, M390. A little bit of blood, not a bad cut. We're good. I got the mini, but what's funny is look at they can't call this thing a mini. They have to call it a tiny. It is the smallest mini of a knife I've ever seen, dude.
Oh my gosh, that's almost in the Elementum mini category.
Dude, it's so small. It's still functional and it's still like kind of dropped shut, which is crazy. But yeah, I wish there was one right in the middle because this is big. I enjoy big knives, but if you're like, they really should put out another one that's like halfway the size. There's an opportunity there.
Do y'all think that there's an opportunity for a mid-sized nimble to split the difference between the standard nimble and the XL?
I want like a fucking triple XL nimble. Give me like a fucking
Like a
5
hammer
inch
nimble,
blade
right?
nimble. Like, give me that
Yeah.
shit.
I haven't felt the bigger one, so I don't really know. But like, I'm always open to more knives. Less wise because
I want me a nimble sword. Give me like an 8-inch blade. Just pull it out. Just like,
yeah, that'd be cool. Got me good. It bit me.
Oh, it just means it loves you.
I know, dude. It's not yours.
that shit happens to me every day. I got fucking 2
Dude.
yesterday, another one today. Like,
I constantly always get cut right there. It's always the same exact spot. Always.
Is it blade drop cuts?
Yeah. They're normal. You can see them like going across the nail, and they just always come down right here.
dude, I had one like a week ago that was like right on the webbing of my finger.
Oh,
That shit sucked. I was like, son of
dude,
a
that's like the
bitch,
worst.
right there. Like,
That sits in my knife maintenance kit.
yeah.
new skin.
New skin.
If it's really deep, super glue and duct tape. If it's not, let it bleed out.
Actually, I work for the company doing industrial chemical sales that makes that, and it is super glue. It's just a medical grade super glue.
I
That's the
use
stuff that
always,
Lefty puts on his nails to let the thing drop. Have you seen the stuff that Lefty puts on his nails?
That
does he have fake nails?
Nah, he puts like super glue on his nails so it stops the drop. Have you seen that?
That's fucking weird.
well, he had a Redemption.
No, I haven't seen that.
That choil edge is sharp on that Chavez Redemption.
Yeah.
He let it drop, and he likes to let it drop all the way to his nail and
all the
stop.
way. Yeah.
And dude, it had so much momentum that it split his nail and cut the finger under it. So then a week later, he did it with a different knife, the exact same spot. Went through the existing break and cut his finger, like whatever you call that soft, fleshy under your nail.
Yeah.
But he hadn't been the same since.
Beautiful.
I wouldn't let him drop to my nail anymore.
Well, I'm not fast enough. People do like the drop where they like flip it out and then like move their finger super fast.
Yeah.
I am not that fucking fast, so I just do it square. Just literally flick it out, move it over.
That's what I do. I get it to right there and then let it kind of come and do its thing.
Yeah. I just cut myself too much.
I will say I was trying to do like the super like fast drop with the Arius. And a buddy of mine's like, when I do it, I whip my hand down, so it's just part of like the forward momentum. So I did that, did not move my fucking hand. And then so on top of the blade drop, and I also did this. So just hella force went straight down. And that was like fucking fat ass cut. That shit was deep.
Yeah, dude. I've been loving the Arius.
A girl was like, oh my God. Or X was like, oh my God.
Do you have an Arius guy?
Do I have a what?
An Arius?
Yeah, it's in the other room.
Yeah. I've
That's
been
one of my grails.
It's one of my grails too. I don't have one yet.
You want to see it?
Yeah, dude, absolutely. I love that thing.
Go dig that shit out. Be right back.
Yeah. What are you flicking right now? Is that the
Roxy 3?
Is that the Roxy 3? Yeah, dude, that's sick. I love his clips, man. He always like has the same kind of style of clip, which I love.
Oh yeah. I mean, and the best techs do too.
Yeah, it's like a body of work, which is really cool, and they work well too. They're great clips. That Roxy 3, I hope they bring it back on a new drop. Like I'm pretty sure they're going to, but there's none out there right now.
Yeah, and I've heard, and I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that there'd been some licensing expiration or something where Todd Knife and Tool and we weren't working together anymore. But I don't know how much of that's just somebody's thought.
There it is.
Oh man, that's beautiful. That's the one, just plain tie.
Oh, dude, it's plain Jane, baby.
God, it's gorgeous though.
Yeah, that thing is so sick. The fuller just does it for me. Can I see the blade one more time?
Yeah. Oh yeah, let me move the fucking background.
Do you love it? I mean, does it fit your height when you got it? Everything.
It's okay. I think it has great action. Ergonomics aren't quite right for my size of hand, to be completely honest with you.
Okay,
but it's cool.
Yeah, I dig the clip a lot too. It's a really cool clip.
The whole thing is just elegant.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll give you a deal, brother.
Not on the market right now, but we can talk.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Everything is always for sale, dude. And you already know me. I don't make profit on anything.
Yeah.
No, you do right for sure.
Live
you play nice in trouble. Sand.
Live's definitely get me in trouble. Do you know how many times I've just mentioned, oh yeah, I think I want that, and I end up with the knife really, really soon from the live.
Oh, it's bad. Nope, not doing that.
That's so funny. When I was married, my biggest fear, because I'm also into skateboards, I probably got 18 setups, and she's like, why do you need so many? I was like, well, they ride different, they have different purposes, well, how much did that cost? Well, that one was, I do some sponsor stuff for Gravity, so I always had this big fear that I would pass away and she'd sell them all for what I told her they were worth. And luckily I didn't get into knives until after I was happily uncoupled, but there's no way. I mean, she would never understand it, and it would just be
totally.
It would take a lot of the joy out of it.
Luckily, my best friend is like a good friend of my wife's. He would help her figure out what each one was worth, because that's definitely been something I've thought about.
Yeah, see, about that, I'm honest. How much does that cost? About your car payment?
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. And honesty is the best policy because you don't have to remember what you said. So I'm big
Right.
into
I'm
that.
definitely
That was
honest. I just
fun.
don't mention.
Yeah. Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, well, for me, like a stipulation, right? If I even start talking to somebody, like fuck, it's one thing, right? But if I'm actually going to talk to you, you have to like knives, period.
Yeah.
Which lowers dating pool considerably, but oh well, I don't give a fuck.
But if you follow any of the channels where you find that right person, just like you kind of adopt some of their loves, they'll adopt
Yeah,
your love.
for sure.
I think that's kind of what you see with,
Sometimes I've
well,
thought that
sometimes,
before. It never happened.
or they
Shows
try
give
to
me weird
change
ass
you.
looks, never pulling out a knife. It's like, why do you have that? I
Yeah,
fucking want to open a bag of chips, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
the red
I
flag for
never
me
thought
is
about
when
that.
they actually verbalize, "Oh, I would never want to change you.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
that's a
never
red
want
flag.
you to
Yeah,
change." I'm like, "All right,
I
that's
totally
gonna."
get the other way. Like, oh, yeah, I would never change, or you're perfect as you are. Fuck, no, I'm not.
No, I'm under construction. I'm like not even at the foundation stage yet, and they won't sign off on the permit for me to go any further.
Hollow Tactical is going to go live after it's over. If there isn't another live, I said that so bad.
Awesome.
Yo, I'm gonna go live after this is over. If there isn't another live, Jesus. So after we're done here, go watch Hollywood Tactical.
Tactical.
Yes. That dude totally fucking bombed the Knife Rights of America live stream.
What do you mean?
I thought he had a good platform. I was actually up and kind of semi-conscious, and
No,
you
he
know,
just like he just turned it into like this like Christian doctrine thing. It had nothing to do with knives, which I thought was
Oh, I
fucking
missed
funny
that.
personally. I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
you got your forum exactly.
thanks, babe. Got a Band-Aid.
God damn, it's 5 degrees out. Fuck that.
Where? I'm good on that.
That's a lie for sure. They always want you to change. They just want you to want to change for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
A little bit.
A little bit.
And that is a trap.
Well,
They're
I
gonna be
think
like, hey, well, I'll change this if you change you. You don't fucking accept me. You don't accept me either. So what the fuck's the problem?
And I'm the last one to talk about successful relationships, but I think that we're all changing, we're all evolving, and to find someone who you are attracted to, who's also your best friend, or someone who will change with you, who you know they're not going to be the same person because they're evolving too, and you just love them for who they are, because it makes sense. And so far, I'm thinking singles kind of the way to be. My dog's asleep beside me, chilling. The cat's in the other room. I'm getting no grief. They don't talk back.
Oh.
Dude, my cat talks back all the fucking time. It is ridiculous. I'll be like, go away. Go. Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now, she will have her manipulation moments where she tries to get her way, and she does get very vocal. So, do y'all have anything on the way in that y'all have? I know you got the showdown or the exploit coming.
Got a couple other things coming too. What else did I have coming? Why am I forgetting right now? I collect old Kaisers, so I have one. What is it called? I forget. It's one that's like not available right now. But I
Those
just
are
saw
the
on,
only ones I buy, Brent.
Why
I
Kaiser?
collect all those old Thai Kaisers.
Dude, old titanium Kaisers are awesome, dude. Like this one is one of my favorite knives right now. That's sick. Well, I don't have that one. What's that called?
The gun hammer.
Yeah, that's baller. All the old titanium ones. This is the Wanderer, the Justin Lundquist one. This one is awesome. It's on bearings, really smooth, chamfered, like rounded really well. I obviously put the thumb stud on so I could thumb flick it, but yeah, I just like the old Kaisers because you can get great deals on them, and their value is amazing. So hold on,
really.
It's called the Kaiser Uprising. It's a cool looking knife. That's the blade. There you go.
So it's a Chinese company, and the name's called Uprising.
Yeah, they're
It's a
playing
little on the
something.
nose.
What else? There's another one coming out. Yeah, the
Hey,
exploit.
I want to see a Kaiser Knives umbrella.
What does that even mean?
China?
The name? I get it. Okay,
No.
never mind. I'm stupid.
I could also be like the Kaiser Knives Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Making fun of their dictator or whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like that went over your guys' heads. Like,
dude, I have no idea what you're talking
you're
about.
just doing this.
Like, just nod your head and pretend like you know what he's saying.
I forgot what the fuck they're called, but the people that are against the communist regime in China or whatever,
Right.
they literally like do like this massive ass marches with umbrellas, which signifies signifies unity against terrorism.
Yeah.
Terrorism. What the fuck?
Right.
And then Winnie the Pooh is because like their leader, somebody made a joke about him looking like Winnie the Pooh, and he like executed them and made this huge fucking thing that's literally outlawed now. So yeah, Winnie the Pooh. Look it up. That dude's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a great old Kaiser, Brent, if you can find one. I think they still got them on sale at either White Mountain or Blade HQ. Is that M1? The one that B's just reviewed, a T1. I'm sorry,
T1. I have the T1. It's actually another.
In the titanium.
Yeah.
It is
Wait,
the thickest, snappiest knife.
Maybe I do have it right here. I do. Haha, bro. There you go. Boom. This is the best Kaiser knife in my opinion, dude. Yeah, it's so simple. Such a sick design. They just did a version of it in my Carter, like a more budget version. But this one, it's just awesome. This is bearings.
I love it.
I'm a big fan of it.
Split, you can thumb stud the.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one that
I was just bragging about you not talking back.
Acting up now. Yeah, good, dude. Yeah, it's a great knife. There's another one that's really similar to that. It's the Shim. What's it called? The Shimshare? Shamshir?
Yeah. Shimshir.
Got a little bit of like a upswept blade. It looks a little Persian to me. It's a good knife. But still, the T1 is the best. I like the Ursa Minor a lot, too.
Yes. That's one I don't have, but I love it.
Laconica design. Great knife. It's screaming for thumb studs. Screaming. I might get it modded.
Is it too thick for you to put yours on?
No, I can. I actually I have to order more because I put it on so many blades. I took it off of this one. I put it on one of my other knives recently. But I'm talking like I'm gonna get it modded by the knife modders and put like a real thumb stud because it's got enough space for it. It's on the flats right here. And then
have you seen any of the crazy John Azo designs?
Bro, me and you. Let's go, dude. Yeah. I love it.
We have parallel taste.
Yeah, I love it. This thing is like you want to chop a bone in half? That's what this is for.
Yeah, and you adjust your pivot, grab a dime.
Yeah, dude. I like this one too. I'm a big fan of. Whoa, there it is. Yeah. This is the Odin, the Ivan Dragonitz design. This is a cool one. Yeah, so I'm pumped that I'm adding another one. I got rid of all my budget Kaisers just because I like the titanium ones. What is that, dude?
Ooh.
It's a Bark River trailing point or some shit. I forgot what the fuck it's called.
That's sick.
I love that handle.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, what's that shit called? Impala.
Yeah, it's sweet.
If I'm chopping a bone in half, I'm not using a folder.
Oh, that's
have fun with that shit, though.
Yeah. You have any other ones coming right now that you're waiting on?
Oh yeah, I just bought the Heretic Knives Pariah. Bought another Adam. I have a Hinderer fixed blade coming. A Karasumba from Tor. Whenever that XL donut knife comes out, I'm buying that shit ASAP. I'm never gonna sell it because it's just funny to me.
I know.
I also have another Balaton coming. Say again.
About a 5-inch blade on the new donut.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, it did. It looked a lot bigger than the mid-size.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, I'm not good. It's just fidgety.
Is that a trainer or is that live?
No, it's live. I feel like a trainer blade creates bad habits, so I've always gone live.
Oh, is that one of the train knives?
That looks like a Prometheus.
Yep, it is.
So is that
Holy
like
smokes,
using the
gorgeous.
non-steels?
Nah,
Like
that's one of the terrain 365 Invictuses.
Okay.
Let me get this background off. It's blurring everything.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. Yeah, I know it probably does create bad habits because you get lazy with it. But I like to flip it while I'm designing, and I like always forget what I'm doing, so I would cut my hand off. So.
I mean, to be fair, like the most dangerous thing with a ballast song is that point, and I mean, Jesus,
dude. See, you said that they don't talk back, and look what's happening.
John,
It's falling apart.
fuck you.
That's just Ashley readjusting herself at all costs.
Yeah.
It's okay, girl.
Revolting. There's a revolt over there right now. How dare you say that?
Dogs, you're like, what about Winnie the Pooh, bitch?
I do have one other one I forgot that will be coming soon. I'm getting a sleeve buoy finally with a fat carbon show scale on it, which is pretty sweet. I'm pumped for that.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I also have a Panther coming from Carnivora.
What's that?
I've
never even heard of it.
So I actually have a video about one of them, the Jag 1 or whatever. It's one with that crazy ass Persian tip.
Sweet.
And then the Panther is the same thing. It just has like, instead of being a Persian, it has like a hook tip. Mainly it's a self-defense knife, but it's kind of cool. I also bought a giant fucking sword from Tops. I forgot what that shit's called. It was just like, it was like $140 for this giant ass thing, $10.95. It's like 4 pounds or something crazy like that. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that.
I don't know why, but I really need to see some action videos from you with that knife, and that axe, dude. Let's go,
dude. It's fucking hard to do. I don't have a backyard. Like I have my own house. And it's pretty decent sized place or whatever. I don't pay very much for rent, but I don't have a backyard. So if I'm just like walking around in this ghetto ass neighborhood with a fucking axe, like I'm going to jail.
True. Let's not.
100% going to jail.
Right. Oh snap! Is that the Oni or the Jin?
Or the
Jin.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, did you get that from Blade HQ? I got
it from Adrian from Damn Design site.
Cool.
This is the Jin XL.
I dig
so it's more of a.
You're right back. I need to show the bigger brother this knife.
All right. That's cool. And that front flipper. So I tried out the Oni, which I don't know what the difference between the Jin and the Oni are. They're pretty similar. One's a
Tanto. Right? That's the only difference. The Oni is a Tanto blade, where this one's a drop point. But the body is identical. The swedge is identical. Blade size.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's why when Blade HQ had them hit their site and they had the matching tie Oni, I was just like, John, that's just your addiction talking to you. You don't need it. I've got every Damn Designs knife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I just got into that rabbit hole. Like with finches, the only finch I don't have is the Cimarron.
Yeah.
Just because I can't make myself like it.
Yeah. Ooh, what is that?
So are you talking about the small one of this?
Ooh.
Yeah.
One of the Strider blades?
That is sick.
Crazy.
Is that my car frag? Or what's
this
the
is,
handle?
I believe it's G10.
Wow.
But it's fucking chamfered like perfectly. There's no hot spots. It's fucking badass.
And you said it's a Strider?
Yep. The Strider. The fuck's it called? I forgot. Whatever. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Very cool.
As far as the club I had the other day, that's currently with the maker, getting some custom leather work on it. So don't have that.
The hate stick? Isn't that what
Yep.
it's called?
I fucking
Yeah, I
love
saw that
thing.
video. That thing's crazy, dude. What a funny name. Dude, come on. The anodization on this is just making me laugh right now. I just love it.
It's just gorgeous.
Dude, it's wild.
But I have other clubs.
That's the one you bruised your leg so bad with Jared, wasn't it? Isn't that the one?
That is this one. It's an
Oh,
RMJ
yeah.
frag.
I remember that. That was painful to watch, Kyle, because you could hear
I
it.
don't really feel pain, bro.
Yeah, I felt it for you.
I will say I did feel the fact that like walking sucked. I would walk, my leg would just give out for like a week after that. That sucked ass. But as far as the actual pain, it wasn't that bad. But like walking afterwards, that was unfortunate. I fell a whole bunch of fucking times.
Well, I mean, the picture of just the swelling, it was just like, wow.
Yeah. So I got into custom knife factory knives this year. That's one thing I dived into a little bit. So I got a 521, 523, I'm forgetting the number. 520.
So 23 is the big one, and 20 is the small
one. It's a 21. 20, yeah, 520. That's what it is. It's the small one. I dig it a lot.
There's actually one of those on sale right now on one of the groups for like $300.
Really?
Yeah.
Good price. It's a really good price.
Good price.
And then the other one I got from them is the Chimera, which I really like a lot. Pretty crazy.
Do you get those on the secondary, Brent, or do you get them?
Nah, I got this on a random Christmas drop from NC Blade. That I just the stars aligned, and I was like, "Yep." Stars are aligned. I'm just a psychopath, but yeah, I love like the back. It's got these really cool details.
Yeah, for me, dude, if that was like a full tie knife, I'd have bought one hella fast. But like as far as like the carbon fiber presentation scale or whatever,
yeah,
I'm so into symmetry, like that would bother the shit out of me.
I'm actually the opposite, but different folks, different strokes. You know.
Fair enough.
Like for some reason, I do like titanium of both sides as well, but I'm drawn to having something different on another side. But I hear you. Fair.
Yeah, I think pretty much all the knives I have are like symmetrical.
Yeah.
And I've got two just kind of impulse buys coming in just with that Finch Lucky 13.
Dude, that thing is sick.
Did you see the DLT exclusive, which I really now I'm having buyer's remorse that I grabbed it. It's got marble carbon fiber, where I really always wanted that abalone, the one that looks tie-dyed, that looks electric. But since DLT had it in stock and it was exclusive, I figured why not? So I grabbed that, and then I don't even know what spawned the Altus purchase from Civivi. I don't know if it was a review or if I was sleep buying or what, because I've sworn off Civivis because I've got so many of them. I just kind of gift them to people, but it's nothing that I'm really just like, oh, I can't wait for it to get here. I just watch every day for my Tau to clear customs.
Yeah, dude. That one I have a Finch addiction as well.
That's the one I was going to originally get.
Dude, I didn't know these were out already. They're out?
Yeah. Yeah, if you go to DLT, you can see that exclusive. It's still in stock.
That is definitely not a Finch, but I fucking want this. What the hell?
That is like a totally on.
I'm about to go down the route. Oh, it's $1,000. Goddamn. Fallen Oak Forge.
How big?
I actually might buy this. This is kind of badass.
That is very badass.
How did you even wind up there? That was like
I don't fucking know. Just going through pictures.
It's called the Lucky 13.
Yeah, dude. The Finch knife made it happen. They've got wow, that's sick. Oh, it's called the Lucky 13 as well. Cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now because I'm about to buy this bitch. That's fucking badass.
Funny, dude. It's like literally right up your alley right there. That's so funny. Perfect.
How long was that blade, Kyle?
1 second. I'm typing in my address.
No worries.
I think it was like 18.
Wow.
Word. What is...
What's up, JN Ninja?
Oh, yeah, I gotta look at the comments. I always forget to look at the comments. Sorry.
I haven't been
Second,
looking at
folks,
it
I
at all.
can't check the chat right now. I'm wasting money on knives I don't fucking need.
You're
Okay,
investing in things you love.
And for all
That's
I
the
know,
best way to say it.
the secondary market on this knife is terrible. I'll never get my money back out of it, but I fucking want it.
But if it makes you smile, the value's there.
Yep, I agree. My goddamn credit card.
Use those small fixed blades from Strider. Sick. So.
Yeah, I've got one I'm getting ready to send
All
to
right.
Joe.
You got it,
Not
really?
expecting that? Yeah, I bought it.
Dude, that's
witnessed
awesome.
it firsthand.
I'm
Love
getting
it
ready to
first
send
sight.
that up to Lancelot. A little
Sweet.
SE.
That's cool. Are you gonna get a sheath made?
Yeah, I'm gonna get him to make me a sheath. The sheath's fine on it, but I've wanted something from him for so long, and this just gives me a good reason to get something done.
What's
Yeah,
that?
that's cool.
Oh, it's a Essie.
Yeah, S35 SE that I put some handles on, so my car to
I have
handle.
I have one of their old ass combat ones they don't make anymore.
That's cool.
It's a great knife, and I've got it with this little ulti clip, so I just put it in my pocket.
Nice. Yeah, I did that. Well, only SE stuff I've had. I have an SE of Vista. I don't do many. Dude, is that the Nomad?
That's the Nomad 3.
Yeah. Do you have the titanium one too?
No, but I'm told that he's going to have some of those coming out this week too. He's supposed to DM me to let me know when it's going to happen. Oh yeah,
That's an old ass
That's
Essie.
cool.
that is cool.
I dig the logo. I dig the logo on that side. That's cool.
I dig the handle, the whole thing.
Yeah. So you're like, for some reason
I
like
have gotten up in this live stream so many fucking times.
Yeah, I know it's impossible with how many knives you have, but you got to keep a pile in front of you. But yeah, I know it's not possible.
Dude, I literally have like those big ass, like the yellow fucking storage containers. I have like hell of those in my garage for knives that I don't even touch.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to find a box for something the other day. So I was like going through all of those. I was like, I need to fucking do like a sale. Like I have like hundreds of things I haven't seen in like 3 years. Like there's no point in having this.
Yeah, dude. For the first time in my life, I actually sold some knives recently. Sold a couple, but not. You know, I like to hold on to all of them basically. So, but I did sell my Sabenda.
I'm a hoarder for no reason.
I'm a hoarder for sure.
I do pass them along. I'm right now trying to find some boxes to put a little care package together for a brother. But for me, it's just I have to climb in my closet, and I hate sitting on a knife without the box because I took the time to keep them all. But now I've got so many damn boxes. It's almost like sensory overload.
I have no idea where mine are. Yeah. I know I have them. I just don't know where they are.
I know where all mine are. It's just a matter of do I want to go through there? If I pull one out, they're all going to come falling down.
Oh, exactly. That's what I mean. Like I know where the group of them are, but I don't know where they are individually. So I'd have to look through it and like pick them out. When I move, I'm going to be like way more organized about like night boxes and stuff. Have like a system.
A Strider J2. I have not, but I'm about to go down the rabbit hole right now.
Carl's getting ready to grab his third knife for the day.
Oh, is it a folder or a fixed blade? Share the screen.
So I don't understand. It's like I thought Strider was done making knives.
I don't know.
Well, I guess not like really as much production knife making, more like customs or something. Is that what's going on?
I like the grind lines, but I might skip this one.
Are you not into recurves, or do you? You like recurves, right?
Recurves are fine. Just the handle doesn't seem to be very comfortable for my size of hands.
Seems short.
Is it just the angle it's at, or is that a really short handle?
It looks pretty fucking short. And that's just soup. That's random.
Dude, I could go for some soup. I mean, You know what's coming out this week is the Monterey Bay Knives extra large sleigh bag.
Oh, I know.
How big is extra large?
I think it's the
3.5.
size of I think it's the size of the XLC. So like this, the big integral one, but it's just a sleigh bag. I think.
Okay.
So it's not like enormous, but it's bigger than their like normal models. You know, like the sleigh bag now is a smaller knife, like really small actually. I mean, it could be smaller, but yeah.
Oh, it's a folder. Okay, I'm definitely on the wrong page then.
Oh,
Back
is
to
it?
the rabbit hole.
I've got a sleigh back too, Brent. We've got similar sleighs.
Yeah, dude. I have like the whole
Lefty
family.
led me into that one right before he sold his.
Yeah, yeah, man. I've been buying some of Lefty's knives. He gets like sick of knives pretty fast, so I've been getting some ones that I really like from him, which is cool.
And they haven't even cut paper. It's like unboxing. I'm selling it.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
that's what makes him. That's what makes his content so cool because like he moves on very fast. Oh,
dude, look at this ugly ass fucking grind. I'm sorry. Some folks probably love this. That's cool. This is ugly as fuck to me. Like
it looks like somebody took a bite out of it.
Little bit. Looks fucking unfinished. So at one point in my life, I tried making a knife, right? And like I fucked up on the grind so goddamn bad, and they look kind of like this. This looks like my failed ass project. Like I bet you this knife can sell for like $3 or $4 grand instantly. Just because the whole Strider fucking fandom thing with that's fucking ugly as shit. I'm sorry.
You tried to make a folder, or did you try to make a fixed blade?
Fixed blade.
Yeah, dude. When I get enough space, I'm gonna start trying really hard. I like using.
It wasn't good. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, I bet. It's like, you know, if it takes me 30 years, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. I want the J2. It's interesting.
Oh, that's cool. That's definitely cool.
Rabbit hole success.
Dude, what is that? Yeah, there's some cool, crazy blade finishes going on. I'm exhibiting. Oh, that's cool. So it says like MCS for Mixed Rider Custom.
Whoa, that's fucking trippy. Kind of hurts my eyes.
That's like metal melting into.
And my camera died.
Oh no!
You
gotta stop chopping down your camera, dude.
It saw that crazy ass colors. Like I'm fucking out of here.
It's Terminator shit.
You want to hear an interesting story about warranty?
What's up?
Yes.
So it's a budget knife, the Kaiser 1000K. I had a lot of issues with the one I got. Lock up extremely early, like dangerously early. So like I would literally just tap it with my hand and it would fail from out of the box.
Sorry, Brett. 1 second. Yeah. Why does that blade match my teeth?
Dang, I need
to highlight that for a second. Fucking crazy ass looking shape.
It does look like somebody took a bite out of it.
Go ahead, man.
So I contacted Kaiser about it. And, you know, in the past, I've had great experiences with their customer service. They've, like, replaced a knife that had issues. In this case, they said, okay, the team here recommends that you take it apart and grind down the lock bar with a file. That's what they told me to do. I'm like, so you're telling me I bought a knife that has an issue, and you want me to grind down the lock bar to fix it? Funny enough, I tried it and it fixed it perfectly. But I've never heard a knife company suggest something like that. Like so many things could have gone wrong, dude. Right?
Did they not give you the option? Was that your only option?
That was my only option. I was like, can I send it to you? Because I'm comfortable doing this, but like the chance that will this still be under warranty? The chance that I mess it up, I don't have tools here for that. I live in an apartment. I don't have all my tools are in storage. I have a Leatherman with a file on it. That's what I can use. They're like, yeah, go for it. Basically, I'm like, that's pretty weird, right? And I've seen this story also on Facebook. Somebody mentioned they said the same thing about this knife because I guess early lockup was an issue, but now it's perfect. What's funny is I did it and it worked. So they were right, but it's still weird.
I don't know. I might have made a video about that one. Are you fucking serious? You're all
That's
getting
pretty crazy,
slammed
right?
now.
Yeah, it seems like they would have a special filing table where they say, "Sure, Brent, just send it in to us. We'll get it back to you working," and they know how to.
I
fix
wasn't
it.
asking for a new one. I wanted them to fix it, like because it was right out of box that way. But now it's like awesome. So like I'm like in a weird part where I'm like, hey, I love this knife, but like an interesting story to start it off, you know.
Yeah,
But it
but
is.
Okay.
It's a great knife.
That's still some pretty fucking bad QC. Like
That's crazy, right? That's
that's
a weird
hella
thing to do.
bad.
In the
That's
past, though, like
that's like if you get a knife and it's like hella bad, I'm like, oh, just sell it. It's fine. Like, really? Like you're not going
I
to
don't want
warranty
to
your
sell like a
product?
bad,
Like, I just fucking got it. Like it's brand new.
but on the
That is
other
some
side of
DSK
that,
tactical shit right there.
on the other side of that, when I got the Cormorant, which was the first one was brutal. I had a ton of issues with it, like the worst lock stick possible. I contacted them about it, immediately sent me the new version. So they definitely have a good side too. I just don't understand the difference. That's such a difference, you
do
know.
you think it could have been that they're just out of them and they didn't have the capacity to
Yeah.
send you one?
Maybe because like they were so fast to maybe there's just so many known issues with this model that like they made a second version and they replaced it, and the second one definitely fixes those issues. But I don't know. But there it is, dude. You did warn us. You warned us like an
40
hour
minutes,
ago
bro.
about that.
Oh my
What are
god.
you doing?
That shit was just sitting in my face for so long.
That is so crazy, dude.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
that's
It's so much
hilarious.
better.
I didn't have the V1 Cormorant, but I love the V2. It's
Yeah,
a
dude.
guilty
Christ.
pleasure.
Absolutely, and you should be happy you didn't have the first one because like I loved it, but it was just so many issues, and the button is much smaller. They made a lot of the what is this called? Why am I forgetting? The jimping is huge on the first one. The second one is much smaller. It's just they refined it basically. You know, it's a lot better.
Which I love seeing companies do that.
Here's
Hey,
my
come
Kaiser
back.
story. My Cormorant, I can't say that. Button lock
Cormorant.
went flying out, and then they sent me the wrong button lock. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Here's the part to fix it. My bad.
Right. Basically, like I feel like their customer service is kind of all over the place. That's how I feel. Like, but that's just a weird story, you know.
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean to tell somebody who you don't know what their skill sets are.
Exactly.
All you do is file. I might not know where a lock bar is. I just know how to open and
Yeah.
close a knob.
Right. Some people don't even open their knives, you know. Like, luckily, I felt comfortable doing it, and it worked out. But like, in the case of somebody, especially like, say like somebody, it's a budget knife. So say somebody's like looking for their one budget knife, and they don't have a lot of experience, and that's the one they go with. That's an issue, you know.
Yeah.
Like me who has like a bunch of knives I could turn to. It's somebody that might be looking for it is an actual tool. That's a problem.
Just going to end up cutting themselves because they don't have a remedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
What's up, Don Bon?
Do either of you guys have a smock? I know you've had one, Kyle.
I have a smock, yeah.
I ordered some of the Kevin Smock scales.
Ooh, that's cool.
My Carter ones.
Nice.
Dude, hey, Brett, that fucking sneeze finally popped out, and now I'm tired as shit.
You're yawning like
It's like a crash or something.
You sneeze the energy out of
It got
you.
all that stress and that pin-up tension out.
That's a little awkward.
Oh, Dom, that's cool.
That's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool
name's not
scales.
Javon. Cole, aka Dusty Loads, coined that phrase for me.
Dusty Loads.
That was my danger pickle moment, so I stuck with it.
Danger pickle.
Danger pickle.
One of my worst tattoos.
Oh snap! My battery's not working. I gotta plug my battery in. Just gotta.
You good?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I just gotta plug this in. Just gotta find. somebody unplugged the cord, and I thought it was plugged in this whole time.
What kind of tech expert are you? Can't even plug your shit in.
Yeah, I'm out of there you go, we're good. I'm out of what is it called? Like ports in my apartment. Like I have so much technology just plugged in everywhere. I can't even. So my wife always unplugs this every day, and I forgot to plug it back in.
So I have actually not tried Magna Cut, so I have no idea. And I love that ProTech, the Bob Trezula sprint they're doing or whatever, but like it's too
me too.
small. I wish it was just a little bit bigger. I mean, I know the ATCT or whatever the fuck it's called. It's a smaller knife in general. I get it. I've actually had one of Bob's Customs for that. It's a great knife. It's just too fucking small, but it looks pretty as fuck.
Yeah, I think it's a cool looking knife. It looked bigger to me, but I don't have anything to compare it to. I just saw Cole's review on it when he got it in, or his first impression.
The blade is 3.2 inches. I believe it's 7.5 overall.
What's your
This
go-to blade size?
So don't quote me.
That's pretty good. What's your go-to blade size, Kyle? You like larger blades?
Normally, so for a fixed blade, I don't really care about the size because the handle is meant to accommodate the hand regardless. But as far as a folder, it needs to be like at least 4 inches. Sometimes 10 times bigger than that.
Sweet.
Like that's 4.5, and my hand takes up the whole fucking thing. So
yeah, it looks like a mini in your hand.
I got the mini somewhere.
Yeah, I've seen them side by side when you showed them. But when you showed the Sandstorm, that inspired me. That's probably my largest knife.
I fucking love that knife, dude.
Do you have the titanium one?
No. So I actually had one of the Atai ones. I prefer the fucking G10. I think it looks cooler. I like the way it feels in the hand better.
Yeah, it's a big knife.
Which is kind of crazy because the Thai one is like $300 something, and the G10 one is like $80, and I prefer that one. So fuck it.
And don't feel bad beating the crap out of it.
Yeah, exactly. I went through a Max Ace phase this past year. Picked up a bunch of their different models, but they're big. You like the Goliath, right? You're a Goliath guy.
I actually got one right here.
I knew it. I knew I was gonna get him to walk. Yeah, you got
the only one I've got is the Babylon, and I love that.
I need to get a Babylon. It's pretty sweet. I got it like.
It's so smooth.
Is it? Yeah. Oh, you got an M390 blade for both or for one?
Both.
That's cool. Very cool.
So the original blade for this one was K110. So I bought 2 of these, swapped the blade out, and then sold it again. So they're both M390.
Yeah, they're huge. I had like a white one. I got rid of it just because of it.
Oh, I love that.
I like Max Ace a lot. I just want to go from some of their higher knives for the collection. You know what I mean? So like, I want the Babylon for sure. I love the J. Kovac Sumo. That looks like a bigger Sumo to me.
That's what it feels like to me. And you'll love the thumb stud on it.
Yeah, it's a big stud, right?
Big studs that also kind of act as their stops. But it's it's a good one.
This one's for you.
It'll definitely drop on your finger.
Got me. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've seen a lot of new Max Ace knives recently.
At this M390 right now, and there's hella rust spots on it. Interesting. I've like barely used this knife.
Have you been storing it in water?
But like this one is it's not new, but I mean it's barely been used. There's like 7 spots on one side and 3 on the other. Interesting.
Weird.
M390 normally does not do that.
That's very true. I've seen a lot of new Max Ace knives that look interesting, like titanium ones. There's I forget the name of it though. Simple looking. I know that doesn't give us much to go on, but there's been a lot of new releases. I've seen them on Blade HQ and SOCOM Bravo. Dude, I held a SOCOM Bravo for the first time. I believe that's the one that was made overseas, right? The
manual button lock.
Mine
is definitely the best tech Tagata. I fucking love that knife,
dude. That is on my list, bro. That's like a bigger knife, right? It looks bigger.
Yeah, it's a 4.2 inch blade.
Yeah. You gotta need. They're not in stock anywhere, right?
Really? So
No, dude,
when I made my video, I found a bunch of them.
Maybe I need to relook, but I haven't
What's
seen
the last name? Tagada?
Yep,
Togata.
Togatta, I believe it is.
I gotta get a Togata.
I took out to have that.
Oh, great! I can't look at it because I'm on my freaking office laptop. Nice.
Yeah, it's a cool looking knife. It's got like a really cool fuller, right?
Javon's being censored.
Yeah, they're censoring you.
It's funny. I had to send a knife back to Blade HQ, and that's when I first found out that knife sites were blocked. And all I was trying to do was during my lunch break was to print out my return label. So I called my buddy at IT and I said, "Can you just unblock it for 60 seconds?" And he's like, 60 seconds? I was like, "Dude, I'm not buying a knife. I'm printing out a return label." He laughed. He goes, "I'll unblock it for you."
Hey, you got it in. That's good.
I did. I've learned that, it does take a team, and the IT people that I rely on are hugely valuable to me.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know, man. The idea of being censored would just piss me the fuck off. Let me look at knives, goddammit.
I understand it from like an office perspective. Like that's why I go to the office with like my own device that's connected to the internet. Because like they don't. I understand them not understanding that like this is a collection, not like I'm looking at weapons at work, dude. Like,
so
I guess you technically are.
As far as SHOT Show, Topps Knife and Tool did one that I fucking bought. That's a big ass store. I was just talking about that a little bit ago. And then I also am going to be getting the Acta Non-Verba A200 in an LMAX Core Damascus and Mokutai scales. Other than that, for me, kind of a fat pass. I thought it was kind of shit.
I wish I didn't already have a Malibu because I love the texture.
Why, thank you, sir. I'm a time waster. What are you doing with your life?
Yeah, I liked a lot of the artisan cutlery stuff that stood out to me for some reason.
Oh fuck yeah, I forgot about that one. There was one that was like a black and red that looked kind of cool.
From
I forgot what it was.
What is it?
There was an artisan knife that was black and red at SHOT Show that I thought was kind of cool. And then they have like a manual action fucking like an OTF that I'll probably check out, but
yeah,
that looks kind of stupid to be honest with you. I'm just curious.
That real blocky looking one that
yeah, super blocky.
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Kind of like this. Also, this is like way more streamlined.
Right. Yeah, the new Cerberus design from Artisan, the new Dylan Mallory from Artisan, the new Snex Wii collab. I don't know what that's called, but
Snex
that's
Wii?
the one that the Snex Wii. Yeah, the
Snex Wii.
Snex Wii. Yeah, I can't wait for the Snex Wii. I don't know when that's coming out. I think it's called no, I don't know what it's called.
It sounds like you're saying sex and weed. That the Snex weed.
Yeah, the sex weed. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be great.
It's a good combination, if we must say so ourselves.
Right.
And speaking of that, the Mordax has kind of got me sparked my interest.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Before, but
so are they doing a different version of the Mordax? I've heard this a whole bunch of times that people are excited about the Mordax, like the old Mass Drop one. Like,
no, ProTech is Fair and Forge. ProTech's going to do a direct release of the Mordax. So I guess it's a collab with Fair and Forge ProTech without drop, but it looks identical. I mean, it looks cleaner.
Huh.
And
I have a Mordax somewhere around here. That's black with like the full milled scales. It's all right.
Sweet.
What's up, guys?
Shot. Yeah. I'm trying to find that is on the. Oh, there's a new Fair and Forge Artisan that looks interesting too. It's definitely going to be like some people like it, some people don't.
There's also a Fair and Forge button lock. They're doing the the Malice, I think it was called, from Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a new button lock version because that's an older knife, right? Like they've had that knife before. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of another thing. you guys know Niche Designs, Nick Rogers? He is having a nice
Somewhat,
coming out with Artisan. Looks really cool too. Really interesting blade shaped with really cool thumb studs. I don't know the name of it, but it's an Artisan one. So yeah, I guess Artisan is speaking to me a lot lately. After that knife from Dylan, what is that one called?
Forest.
I have it here. The Forest is sick. I have no idea where I put my Forest.
Yeah, I really like their Tomahawk. That's an older one, and then their Proponent, I think is what it was.
Yeah,
I've got
dude.
the mini Proponent, which is still a big knife. I can't imagine the full size. I'm sure it fits your hand.
The full size is a beast. I actually have one of the mini ones in my Carta though. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's
very fucking small.
I've got my Carta. I've cut myself with it several times.
Yep, me too. That thing drops quick.
It does drop
Slices
quick.
really well.
Slices very well. It's got an affinity for skin.
Yeah. So I guess there was more stuff with Chacha that I liked than I thought. But I was like kind of ragging on it a little bit. But
All right, I'm probably gonna take off. That sneeze, like literally, just like is like fucking ambient. I don't know what's going on. As soon as I did that, I got super fucking tired. I'm like falling asleep.
It's all good.
Now.
It's
But
been fun,
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on. I'll definitely do it again soon.
Sounds good, dude.
Anytime.
Good to see you both.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
I love you all. Bye bye. Taking my ass to
Bye.